Yes, Mr. Monroe, my name is Chris Bean. I'm an Illinois attorney. I'm also a professor. Yeah, B as in boy, E-H-A-N. I'm working with Southern Illinois University School of Law in the Downstate Illinois Innocence Project.
Sure. My name is Thompson. You may have
S.T. James. Just two letters, S period, T period, J-A-M-I-S-O-N. A special education teacher from Minneapolis.
My name is Heather Dragoo, and I'm a third-year law student at SU.
I'm Detective Jim Smith. I'm employed with the Cape Girardeau, Missouri Police Department. I'm a detective there. I've been employed for approximately 25 years.
I'm Nicole LaForte, and I'm a third-year law student at SIU.
My name is Paul Eccles. Last name is spelled E-C-H-O-L-S. I'm a retired lieutenant with the Carbondale Police Department.
My name is Clancy Berline. The first name is spelled C-L-A-N-C-Y. Berline is spelled B-I-R-E-L-I-N-E, and I am also a third-year law student at SIU.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the board. We appreciate the opportunity to be here today to speak with you. We appreciate you taking the time to read the petition that our students have put together. In addition to that, we appreciate that at the end of the day, a very long day, that you've already heard a great deal. We'll try to be efficient with our time. Simply put, this is a case about actual innocence. Our claim today, requesting that you recommend full pardon to Mr. Grover W. Thompson, is that he was actually innocent of the crime of which he was convicted. This is a case that involves three important concepts that we'd like to discuss today. We'd like to discuss a mistaken and faulty identification that has since been repudiated by the witness who made that identification. We'd like to discuss also the fact that a serial killer responsible for 9 murders and over 30 sexual assaults in 4 states has in fact confessed to this offense. And we'd like to discuss some of the reasons that support his confession, corroborating evidence, and some of the other crimes that these detectives have investigated involving him. And we'd also like to discuss the effect that this conviction had on Mr. Grover Thompson and on his family. As you know from reading our petition, Mr. Thompson cannot be here with us today because he died 15 years in his 40-year sentence at an Armed Correctional Center in Chester, Illinois. So today you'll hear from first Mr. S.T. Jameson. He will be questioned by Heather Dragoo, one of our law students, and he will tell you about Grover Thompson, the man, and a little bit about the effect of this on the family. We'll next hear from Detective Smith from Cape Girardeau, who will be examined by Nicole LaForte. He will explain some of the circumstances of the faulty eyewitness identification and subsequent repudiation of that identification by a man named Mr. Barney Bates. And we would like to note that research has shown that in about 75% of the known DNA exonerations in the United States, a faulty eyewitness identification was at the heart of the prosecutor's case. And finally, you'll hear from Lieutenant Paul Eccles, a retired member of the Carbondale Police Force, whose investigative efforts, along with those of Mr. Smith, led to Kreiter's confession in this particular case. Without any further ado, we'll hear from Mr. Jameson and Mr. Lee.
Mr. Jameson, can you tell us what kind of person your Uncle Grover was?
Yes, I'm his nephew, and my uncle was a very kind and caring person. He had a good sense of humor. He had a very dry sense of humor at times. He took care of us when we were children. He would come to our house and we would be quite elated. I was a child at the time, quite elated and happy that he would come. He took care of us if my parents had to work or if he had the office, he could come over and took care of us. He had some strong boundaries. He didn't allow us to get us away. He didn't allow us to get away with hardly anything, but he played with us. He played the guitar. He was a blues player. He played quite well. He was versatile. He actually began to teach me how to play the guitar when I was young as well. So a very warm, good, and caring person he was.
Now I'd like you to address Gilbert's physical ailment. As noted in the petition, his medical records, he ended his leg. Can you tell us how that happened and how it affected the way he walked?
Yes, when I was a child, my uncle came to visit us, and when he came into the house, he had a noticeable limp, and he sat down on the couch, he took his shoe off because his leg was hurting, and we asked him what happened to him. He told us that he was walking down a highway at night in Florida, a car hit him, he was walking too close to the road, a car hit him, and he suffered an injury, and his leg was injured for the remainder of his life, actually. And the thing that I noticed about him is that he actually dragged his leg as he walked. If he got up off the couch, I remember our having to help him as he would stumble over sometime. So he had a pretty significant injury in his leg.
Do you think he would have been capable of climbing in and out of the basement window with this leg injury?
Absolutely not. He couldn't run on his leg. He dragged his leg, his foot, and